What's up, everybody? We are about to get on November 16th the first season of Modern Warfare 2, as well as what everyone's really excited for, the launch of Warzone 2, Battle Royale, and DMZ. As usual, I'm going to go over the roadmap, but before I start, I do just want to let you know I will be streaming live either Battle Royale or DMZ, depending if I have a squad or if I'm by myself. Never a big fan of solos, Battle Royale, even though I might drop in just to play the new map, but if I'm solo, I'll probably end up starting out with DMZ. So check out my Twitch link down in my bio. If you want to check me out live, I'd really appreciate you coming hanging out, chatting, saying what's up. That is linked down below. But let's go ahead and get into it. As usual, I'll go ahead and link below all of the Warzone 2 information I have, along with these patch notes, roadmap, whatever you want to call them. That'll all be linked down below if you want to check that out for yourself. I am mostly going to focus on Warzone 2.0 as I have with Warzone in the past. Touch on the multiplayer stuff relevant, like new weapons and all that. But I'm going to go ahead and run through all of that. Like I said, if you want to check it out for yourself, it will be linked down below. But let's go ahead and get into it. As usual, I'm going to go ahead and skip the beginning synopsis. But you can see with Warzone 2, we're getting the new map. Obviously, we're getting DMZ. We're getting the Gulag, which I'll touch on. New vehicles, new game features. And then, of course, we're going to get weapons. The Battle Pass is actually different. We got a new Battle Pass system. Then later in the season, we're going to get even more new weapons. And let's go ahead and just run through all of this. So we have the Warzone 2.0 overview. Of course, we know Mazrah. I had a video going over the information we got on the map so far, which, like I said, I'm going to link down below. The main note to get from here is a shift in perspective. There's going to be third-person playlists coming during Season 1, which we're going to touch on in just a second down below. Welcome to Mazrah, the new big map. We knew this was the map. We've gotten a good look at it, Warzone Next. And if you're watching this video, it's probably already started, but there is the live streaming event that streamers got invited to for a playthrough today of Warzone 2. That's either going on or it already happened by the time you're seeing this video. But if you want to familiarize yourself with this map and you're not somebody who got that opportunity, don't skip out on playing Al-Bagra Fortress, Embassy, Hydroelectric, or Tarak in core modes, or Tarak, Sharif Bay, and Saeed in Ground War and Invasion. Make sure you play those maps if you're trying to get kind of a leg up on everybody who's not playing those maps or doesn't have Modern Warfare 2. I mean, to be honest, Fortress and Tarak are two of my least favorite core maps, and I'm not the biggest Invasion fan, so you probably get kind of a leg up on me. I do actually like Hydroelectric a lot. And I don't mind Embassy. Don't know those kind of well, but Al-Bagra Fortress and Tarak, maybe not. If you've watched any of my streams, you will know that I said both Tarak and Al-Bagra Fortress would be better in a BR setting, which we're obviously going to get. Warzone 2 innovations update since Call of Duty Next. Loadouts are not leaving. The loadout system, I'm kind of iffy on. So, loadouts are kind of what makes this game what it is and separates it from other BRs. Fortnite has its building. PUBG was kind of the first one to take off, but it's not crazy unique. It's kind of very generic. Apex has all the different legends with all their different abilities. And so loadouts is what makes this unique. They're messing with the loadout system. I'm cautious about how to feel about this, but we'll see how it goes. So shops, you can use in-match cash at shops, which are what they're calling buy stations now, even though a lot of people already called them shops, so whatever. And you can purchase primary weapons from your created loadouts. Then they have a loadout drop public event where they are dropping just a bunch of loadouts that anybody can access. You don't have an assigned loadout like you used to. That also means that I could just run around and keep grabbing loadouts and people can't get them, which is a strategy. But it's kind of shitty because we all know from playing Warzone, it's really tough when your team has to regain and one or all of you might not have your loadout, and then you come squads fully decked out, perks, loadouts, everything. That can be a little tough. And then strongholds and black sites. Players can earn their loadout in early game as a reward for clearing stronghold or a black site, which we're going to get into more detail in just 1 second. And additionally, in-match cash can be used to purchase a primary weapon from created loadouts, which they already said in shops. I don't know why they doubled down on that, but they did double down on that. Looting mechanics. Battle Royale remaining traditional. New backpack system in DMZ. So you're going to have the same where you open up a supply box, weapons, ammo, whatever, come out of the box. But then in DMZ, you're going to have that menu that we saw in COD Next, where you open the box and then you select what you pull out of it. And then it says when a player dies, they will drop their primary weapon on the ground and their backpack. So your primary weapon will drop on the ground, and then somebody has to loot your backpack, kind of like how you loot death boxes in Apex. And then the other note is any other loot container, such as a duffel bag or medical case, they'll function with a loot menu, so stuff won't just fall out of it when you open it. It'll be just like looting a death box in Apex. Defining the new Gulag. This is where I'm losing a lot of hope for how Warzone 2.0 is going to play. I got really sick of the iterations of the Gulag, which is why I ended up becoming more of a small map person, because I just was not happy with Gulags. I don't like the way people play them. I don't like how campy they are. I don't like how Raven and everyone else, B-Nox, all of them haven't tried to make it not camper friendly and make you fight versus you go push somebody hiding in a corner. So I think that's what they're trying to avoid somewhat here, but I just don't think it's going to work. So it's 2v2 like we saw in COD Next, like has been talked about, and you're already losing me here because now what if me and the other person load in and this person's never played an FPS game in their life? Or they're just not good at them, they don't have time, you know, they're just an average or below average player, and we get the 2 sweats, and we get 2 sweats in the lobby, get paired up. You're going to lose every time. I have a better chance of 1v1 sweat versus they kill my bad teammate, I'm fighting for my life, and now I'm 2v1ing 2 good players. So I'm not really looking forward to that. As well as, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't want to talk to someone else, you're screwed, or you don't have a mic or whatever. Like, communication will now be key between you and someone you did not choose to play with. You didn't get them as a random, you didn't squad up with them, and now you have to work together with them, including comms. That I'm not happy about. The other thing I'm worried about is I love to start with a pistol. I would love starting with fist. I don't even mind that you start with a pistol and then you can go loot highly effective weaponry and gear in the map center. What I don't like is the shotgun. We played Warzone originally with Infinity Ward in charge, and we got the R90 Dragon's Breath. We got the VLK shotgun with Dragon's Breath. We had our worst shotgun metas outside of like the Street Sweeper and the Gala, which lasted all of like a week each, were all under Infinity Ward. If you've played Modern Warfare 2, you know shotguns are crazy overpowered in multiplayer as well. And so my worry is we're going to get the same old campy people in Gulag who you might be able to run to the middle because they're not, and they get the better guns. And they're going to sit in a corner, lay down behind a wall, whatever, with an overpowered shotgun. You're going to go to push them, and you're going to get 1 or 2 pumped before you can use the highly effective weaponry and gear. That's a huge worry. And the other thing I don't like is that there's a jailer who will now appear in the middle of the match to help speed up combat. Defeating the jailer, so you have to kill the jailer who has a gun. I'm assuming it's this guy. I'm assuming it's this guy right here. Which offers a dilemma. Do both duos agree to wait and fight this powerful enemy together, or does one get greedy and try to go for the elimination victory? So, if you win your 2v2, you and your partner that you get paired up with, both exit the Gulag. If you defeat the jailer, all 4 of you exit the Gulag. So I think you're going to see a lot of situations, now that there's going to be proximity chat, which we'll get into, the people will go, hey, let's just kill the jailer. We can all 4 keep playing if we kill the jailer. And I think you're going to see a lot of boring Gulags. If you're a spectator of the Gulag, you're watching streamers, the streamers won't want to do it, but other people will. And, you know, you're only going to get the sweats, I think. It's going to come down to just sweats that want to fight the 2v2 and don't want to kill the jailer. I think you're going to see a lot of people just going for the jailer, especially weaker players. You know, proximity chat, hey, you know, let's all 4 just go back into the match and we can kill each other later. You're going to get teaming. We saw teaming in solos. It wasn't a frequent problem, but we all saw clips of it. We all saw teaming happen. So it would not surprise me with prox chat that in the Gulag people go, hey, let's not fight. Let's just kill the jailer. We can all get out. And then instead of the traditional overtime mechanic, if neither team nor the jailer is eliminated after a brief period of time, all 4 operators lose. I'm good with no overtime. I hated the flag. The flag was annoying, but I don't like the inclusion of the jailer. I don't like the 2v2. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll play great. I'm hoping it does, but I'm very, very not looking forward to that change. AI combatants in Battle Royale. Only at strongholds, black sites, and Gulag overtime. The Gulag is just 1 of 3 places where players can fight AI combatants. The other 2 locations are strongholds and black sites. And so the notes for Stronghold, there will be several activated around the map. I'm sure they're going to rotate each match. They probably won't be the same areas every match. Squads can visit these areas to fight AI combatants. The first team to complete a Stronghold must disarm a bomb and will earn a key to a black site in their custom loadout. Successive teams must eliminate a specific team of defenders, AI, or players, and will earn their custom loadout but not a black site key. Black sites are a more dangerous form of strongholds, but they offer a permanent weapon blueprint reward and even more valuable in-match items for those who clear it out. They're only available via the black site key given to the first team that clears out the active strongholds. So, I believe the first team is the only one who gets a loadout from the stronghold. Then you can get a black site key. You can go defeat the black site, and then you can get another loadout. Now you have 2 loadouts. Now a bunch of free loadouts show up. Now you start going and grabbing those. Now that means another team can't get it from that stronghold. Another team can't get it from the black site. And now you're taking loadouts off the map. So you could get 3+ loadouts that are taking it away from other squads. It's a strategy. It's a ratty strategy. Probably one I'm going to end up using at some point. But it is a strategy to think about. I don't really like this because like I touched on before when we talked on loadouts a second ago, it's really hard to regain when you keep coming up against teams that have loadouts and you don't have a loadout. Now, you can buy those primary weapons from the store, but then you don't have perks. So even if you can go buy 2 primary weapons from the shops, there's still going to be people that have perks that have loadout that you don't have. So next we have additional new features: aquatic combat, new vehicles, and fuel mechanic. I don't know if the regular TAC Rover is still in the game. I don't think it is. It was, if I remember right, in COD Next, but I think this is the new TAC Rover here on the left. And then we have the same old, people have called it a Jeep. People have called it a G-Wagon. It's really a Land Rover Defender, but that's going to be the SUV. And then look, a helicopter without turrets. As much as I want some of the quality of life stuff from that Raven's implemented, I'm fine if we don't have turrets on those helicopters. Circle collapse. This is another change that I don't think is going to play well and will end up getting changed eventually at some point. We know it's Infinity Ward. We know there's a good chance they dig in their heels. And Raven's going to have to go, no, Infinity Ward, we need to change this. We learned to listen to our players. Because Raven did. You can say what you want about Raven, but the last, 6 months plus of Warzone was really nice. They really took feedback in. So the circle collapse, essentially, the circle will split up into 3 circles, and those will start to get smaller, and then eventually they'll merge into 1 circle. If you're a slow player, that's really not going to probably be as big of a problem. But if you're a kill grinder and you try to get high kill games, that could be a problem because you could get stuck in 1 circle where there's just your team or only one other team. And maybe you have 15 kills. And by the time the other 2 circles finish, there's 4 other players left. By the time those circles merge and you can find anybody, and now you get in 19. You could be killing and now you get in 19. And if you're a really good player, you could be on 36, never dropped to 40 before. Circles come together, there's 3 other players left on one last team, and you get a 39. All right, I just don't think that's going to play well. No other Battle Royale, as far as I know, at least not one that's had any success at all, even minor success like Rumbleverse, Realm Royale. Those have never had 3 circles. It's always been 1 circle. I appreciate Warzone being trying to unique, but loadouts are where it's unique. Loadouts, the realistic looks, that's where Warzone is unique. I don't think we need the circle collapse. I think that's something that's going to end up getting changed. Then we have proximity chat. It says comms are now open, so any in-game chatter can be picked up by any other squad. This can open up new ways to tackle engagements. 2 things. 1, if you use Discord to chat with your squad, no one's going to hear you. So use Discord if you can. 2, if you're trying to listen for other prox chat and you're in a lobby full of PC players using Discord, prox chat's going to be useless there. 3, I cannot wait for knowing this player base to get a bunch of slurs yelled at me in prox chat when I'm trying to mess with a camper or something, talking to people in prox chat. I cannot wait to hear a bunch of slurs hurled at me. Hopefully that's not a problem, but we know this player base. We know it can be. Proximity chat is going to be important for the Gulag. It will be important for DMZ. If you've watched Tarkov clips, you've seen people go, hey, I'm friendly, don't kill me. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's a lie. And then for the modes like DMZ and special playlist where they have this assimilation, which is next. It says in squad-based DMZ modes and Battle Royale playlist, you have the choice to join up with enemy operators and form a larger squad. Prox chat's going to be necessary for that, right? So there's some features where it's necessary, but there's some worries about how toxic it can be. And if you're not a Discord user, you're at a disadvantage to everyone chatting on Discord. Interrogation. In squad-based modes, intel is everything. Reveal enemy locations by successfully shaking down player-controlled enemies while they are downed. Heavy chopper and Hummer EV. So we have a couple new vehicles. We have the ATV, which we're used to, which it's now a 3-seater, which is interesting. So I'm assuming instead of just having someone on the back, someone will also be able to sit on the front. So that's interesting. UTV, which is what the TAC Rover was, and what I pointed out was probably the new TAC Rover. Hatchback, just going to be a 4-door regular car. Then we have the regular SUV, the Land Rover Defender. Now we have the GMC Hummer EV, which I would love to know how much GMC paid to have that in the game. The cargo truck, which is going to be the Bertha. The light helo, which is not going to have the machine guns. It's going to be this helo, which we're kind of used to. Heavy chopper, which is in a picture somewhere. I'm not going to scroll all day to find it, but it is in a picture somewhere in this article. It's probably this heavy chopper right here. It's heavily armored, search and rescue, but there shouldn't be guns on it. RHIB is going to be a maneuverable tactical boat, and then you have an armored patrol boat with 50 caliber machine guns. And then the biggest change to vehicles is you will have gas, and the Hummer EV will have charges, which you have to go to gas stations to fill that back up. Also, you can pop tires, blow off doors on vehicles. You can fix tires anywhere on the map, as it says, perform flat tire repairs anywhere in the world by interacting with individual tires. But to fix body damage, also repair body damage, you have to be at gas stations. Vehicles can also be refilled with gas cans found around the map, or, like I said, gas stations. And then we now have water finally in Warzone that you can go into and not just immediately die. And it says, whether by boat or breaststroke, operators can navigate waterways, rivers, and the open sea as part of their overall victory strategy. Remember, only sidearms, melee weapons, and throwing knives can be used while you're submerged. Also, try using lethal and tactical equipment on or underwater for a wide variety of potentially destructive effects. I just wish you could at least use LMGs. If you don't want to use ARs, LMGs, sniper rifles, marksman rifles, battle rifles, whatever, just let me at least use SMGs, because I'm not going to carry a pistol very often, or combat knife. I wonder if you'll be able to use riot shield. I bet you can't use riot shield in water. I haven't tried it in multiplayer, but I bet you can't. DMZ, play your way in a completely new Warzone experience. In addition to traditional Warzone modes, solos, duos, trios, and quads, Warzone 2 will launch with a brand new experience known as DMZ. DMZ is an open-world narrative-focused distraction mode where operator squads have free reign to complete faction-based missions, take on additional side objectives, engage with enemy operators or AI combatants, and search for valuable items, all while fighting to survive towards exfiltration. Expect a tactical overview into this mode closer to its launch, which I will also cover on this channel. Coming in season, third-person playlist. It's exactly what you think it sounds like. They'll be introduced to the weekly rotation during Season 1. It doesn't say exactly when. I've only played Fortnite a handful of times, but I actually liked it because I played no build. I will not play build Fortnite, but no build Fortnite was fun. And it'll be interesting to see how third person plays in a Call of Duty Battle Royale standpoint. I know some people like it in multiplayer, but I haven't touched it in multiplayer. And then for all of us who have loved the original Warzone, loved, hated it, whatever, it's kind of going away and changing. As of 8 a.m. Pacific on November 16th, the servers will go offline until November 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific. And kind of the rest of this isn't really important, except for, as our token of appreciation, those who played Warzone will be gifted a few items to use in Warzone 2. The bigger news comes here. It's going to relaunch as Call of Duty Warzone Caldera. There will be no more Rebirth Island or Fortune's Keep when it comes back on the 28th. Double XP doesn't carry over. COD points do carry over. And then if you're a fan of the small Battle Royale maps, you're going to either have to tough it out or you're going to have to leave Warzone altogether. The leaked rumors are sometime in the spring to get a small map. So there's going to be no small map. Hopefully Mazrah is good, because otherwise it'll be really interesting to see what player counts do at that time. I'm going to kind of skip over most of this Modern Warfare 2 stuff, other than the fact that Shoot House and Shipment are coming in Season 1. Shoot House at launch, Shipment mid-season. The only reason I mention those is because for weapon level and camo grinders, these are obviously the two maps that everyone used in Modern Warfare 2019, and it's going to be big for that. Definitely looking forward to that. Wish roles were reversed and Shipment was coming at launch and Shoot House was coming in season, but it is what it is. And if you like to play ranked, CDL Mosh Pit is also coming with Season 1 until they release ranked later in the game. Spec Ops, definitely going to skip over this. New Spec Ops mission, new raid, don't care about that. Tier 1 is hardcore mode. I don't know why they switched the name, but it is decreased health, limited HUD, friendly fire turned on. That's hardcore. And the combat records will also come back to the game in Season 1. I don't know how they didn't have those at launch, but they didn't. It's very Battlefield-esque not to have those. Crap, I just hit my side button on my mouse. And then the next big thing is new Battle Pass, now with more player choice. We're getting 4 weapons, 6 operators, and the prestige system is changed. I'm not going to read through all this Battle Pass stuff. Essentially, it's like Fortnite's Battle Pass if you played it. If you haven't, you essentially unlock Battle Pass tokens as you go through, and they're calling each section of the Battle Pass maps. But you can go through and you can unlock exactly what you want. So, hey, you want to unlock the 2 new weapons right away? Go for it. Just go unlock the new weapons. Then you can unlock skins, blueprints, whatever, later throughout your Battle Pass. But now instead of a linear progression where, hey, level 15 you get the weapon, then you're going to go all the way to level 32 or whatever it was, and you get the weapon, and then there's level tier 100 skin. You can unlock stuff as you want with the Battle Pass tokens. Then from there, we have 4 new weapons. We're getting 2 free in the Battle Pass. The Victus XMR Sniper Rifle. It is a bolt action with 50 caliber. So if we stick with what Raven changed and we don't have one-shot headshots for all snipers, I'm guessing this one will be because it's high caliber bolt action. It's a sniper rifle. It's not a marksman rifle. I don't know if there's an Imperatorium platform already. I want to say there's not, but I could be wrong on that. I don't remember all the platforms, but it's going to be a free weapon with the Battle Pass. The other free weapon within the Battle Pass is going to be the BASP SMG, on the Bruin Ops platform. I don't know off the top of my head all the platforms, so I don't remember what goes along with the Bruin platform. It kind of looks like a M13 or an M4 had a baby with like an MP5. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. It's an aggressive fire rate and modular frame, makes it perfect for a discerning operator who wants to customize their submachine gun, and it's going to come with subsonic ammo, hides, kill skulls from the... And that's the other free one within Battle Pass. Then we have the Chimera Assault Rifle, which kind of looks like the Kilo with an integrated suppressor. It just says with an integrated suppressor and slow, high energy 300 BOK black rounds, which was on the M4A1 in 2019. The Chimera is adept at close quarters combat. Subsonic ammo hides skulls from the enemy. That's going to be through store bundle or weapon unlock challenge in mid-season. Then we get the M13 on the Bruin platform again at launch. Like I said, this SMG kind of looks like a M13 already. It's the M13B in this game, but come on, it's the M13. Just like so many other games, I'm not calling the STB556 that. I'm calling it the AUG AR. The M13 is a short stroke piston system that allows for a high rate of fire and low recoil. So just like the M13 from 2019. And that's going to be store bundle or unlock challenge. And that one's going to be at launch. I think you're going to see people try to unlock that one and level it up right away because high fire rate, low recoil, especially for solos, is going to probably be the meta. Squad goals, 6 new operators. Not going to read their backstories. If you want to, this will be linked down below as always. But Zeus, you get on automatically through the Battle Pass. And then you have Klaus, who we don't know what he looks like, and Gaz, which will be store bundles launched mid-season. Then, of course, you can buy, if you're a soccer fan or football to the rest of the world, you can unlock Pogba, Neymar, Messi. Probably not going to spend any money. More details, including information on COD Ball mode and community support, your team pick'em minigame, will be shared in season. So, play multiplayer still in season. That'll be for you. And then the other big change here is now, beginning in Season 1, you have to rank up from 55 to 56. And once you get to 56, you can unlock Prestige 1. Prestige 2 is unlocked at rank 100, 3 at 150, 4 at 200, and 5 unlocked at rank 250. And that's when you'll be level capped for Season 1. Big change from what we're used to over the last 2 years was that there was a level cap of 1,000, and then you reset to Prestige level 1 every season. Obviously not Prestige 1, but level 1 Prestige. And so now you're just going to cap at 250, and then I'm sure the cap will be like 500, and then 750, and then 1,000. But if you are expecting 5 to 6 seasons per year like we have, and we're looking at not a new actual full titled game for 2 years, we're looking at 10 to 12 seasons. That's 2,500 to 3,000 levels. It'll be interesting to see where those levels shake out. If you play a lot like I do, you'll probably reach level 250, 500, 750, 1,000 in their respective seasons, but we'll have to see. And then the rest is just kind of them trying to get you to buy stuff, pay attention to their stuff. Call of Duty League kickoff, upgrade to Modern Warfare 2 now, round up your change of Pilot or Flying J, which is something I do want to mention. If you round up your purchases at the Pilot or Flying J, they're gas stations, travel centers, whatever, Loves, Mr. Fuel, it's stuff like that. The roundup goes to the COD endowment, which that's only through November 13th, so you only got 4 days, but definitely do that if you can. The COD endowment helps place veterans in jobs, which is desperately needed for so many veterans that leave the military and have a hard time finding jobs. So definitely good to support the COD endowment. And then, of course, they have the Code Bowl, which is the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl 3. Where you have militaries, the branches of the military in the U.S. actually have gaming teams now, so they'll face each other, as well as, I don't remember if it's CDL teams or whatever, but they face each other to raise money. Other than that, it's just they're just begging you to either buy Modern Warfare 2 or upgrade to the Vault Edition, so I'm not going to cover any of that. That's it. Like I mentioned before, I will be going live within an hour of launch on November 16th. So please come follow me on Twitch, check me out. I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 and Apex, and I'll be playing one of those on stream, probably Warzone before it's gone, every night between now and November 16th. So come check me out and check me out on November 16th. But that's really all. That's it for the video. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more upcoming Warzone 2 content. I definitely want to get back to posting more content like I used to. For both Warzone 2, Apex, maybe other games. I'm trying to branch out a little bit. So please hit the notification bell if that interests you so you know when those videos get uploaded. And let me know down below what you think of the Warzone 2 changes from the original Warzone. I'm excited because I do love Warzone as much as I've hated it kind of for the last few months. I am very excited about it, but I am cautiously optimistic. There's some things that I'm not too sure about, things that I'm not necessarily looking forward about, but I am looking forward to the game. So let me know what you think down below. Do you like the changes? Do you not? Do you feel the way I do? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I smart? Am I dumb? And also, along with my Twitch link down below, I will have this blog post as well as all the informational videos about Warzone 2 so far that I've uploaded, so please feel free to check all those out. I also have my TikTok and Instagram link down below, which I post on minimum 4 days a week, but usually at least 5, so please check those out. And I also have my Twitter link down below. Less gaming, but if you want to check that out, please do. And I will see you on Mazrah on November 16th. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.